Canadian rapper Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in prison today for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the feet 3 years ago. Lanez spoke to the judge for several minutes today before the decision was handed down, saying he still cares about Megan regardless of what she may think of him. He also submitted over 70 letters of support and asked the judge for leniency.
I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice too loud. Like, this was one of them times where it was like, it shouldn't have got this crazy.
Megan Thee Stallion says she has been struggling emotionally ever since Tory Lanez shot her in the feet 3 years ago. In a statement read out loud by District Attorney Kathy Ta during the first day of Lanez's sentencing hearing, Megan said in part, "Since I was viciously shot by the defendant, I have not experienced a single day of peace. Slowly but surely, I'm healing and coming back, but I will never be the same." Lanez learning his fate today, a sentence of 10 years in prison. His lawyers plan to appeal the conviction. Prosecutors had called for 13 years in prison, while Lanez's defense team wanted probation and a residential drug treatment program.
He is incredibly remorseful and ashamed and embarrassed that all of this happened. And I think as an individual, and those who were there that evening know what the truth is. But as far as his part is concerned, as far as his actions are concerned, he has been nothing but apologetic for that.
Judge David Hereford had been expected to sentence Lanez Monday at a hearing that often takes only a couple of hours. But the proceedings turned into a marathon 2-day session after Hereford had attorneys for the two sides argue each factor of his potential sentence. The judge also allowed 7 witnesses, including Lanez's father and the mother of his 6-year-old son, to give statements on Lanez's charitable giving, his childhood trauma, and his loving parenting. In December of last year, Lanez was convicted of 3 felonies: assault with a semi-automatic firearm, having a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence.
So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, "Dance," and he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick. Like, cause I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before.
Megan testified during the trial that Lanez had fired the gun at the back of her feet and shouted for her to dance as she walked away from an SUV in which they had been riding back in the summer of 2020. Just before the shooting, the pair had left a party at Kylie Jenner's Hollywood Hills home.